Hey medicos, today we are going to talk on the topic that is Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This is the X-linked recessive disease and which is caused by due to the mutation of dystrophin gene. Now look over this image. This is the image. Here we have this dystrophin gene, right? And this dystrophin gene is located on the cytoplasmic face of the muscle cell membrane, functioning as a component of a large, tightly associated glycoprotein complex. And basically, it provides mechanical reinforcement to the sarcolemma and stabilizes the glycoprotein complex, shielding it from the degradation, right? So this is the uses of this dystrophin gene. And this gene is located on the chromosome XP21.2. So main cause is mutation. Let's move toward the pathogenesis. So what happened is there is a loss of dystrophin and that's why there is a damage to the muscle cell membrane. And this damage to muscle cell membrane is going to permit the pathogenic entry of extracellular calcium into the muscle fibers. Yes, so there is a excessive cytosolic calcium and that's why there is a activation of calpins. And there is a activation of calpins and this calpins is going to promote muscle proteolysis. So this is the pathogenesis. That is, due to the loss of dystrophin, there is a muscle cell membrane damage, and due to this muscle cell membrane damage, there is a excessive entry of calcium into the muscle fibers, and there is the activation of calpins, and there is a activation of proteolysis mechanism. Therefore, there is a muscle necrosis, and at the end, there may be atrophy of the muscle. So this is the pathogenesis of a DMD. Let's talk about clinical features. The onset of this disease is about 3 to 5 years of age. There is a progressive weakness and this weakness is generally in proximal muscles before distal limb muscles and in lower extremities before the upper extremities. In this weakness, there is a lumbar lordosis. What is this lordotic posture? Look over this image. This is the lordotic posture. In this lordotic posture, there is a lengthened abdominal muscles. Yes, there is a shortened hip flexors and there is a lower back relatively shortened. So these are the features of lordotic posture which may be seen in Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So this Duchenne muscular dystrophy is an inherited progressive myopathic disorder, right? And that's why there is a progressive weakness of the muscles and therefore there is a requirement of braces for walking in somewhere about 8 years of age. The patient may be wheelchair bound in about 12 years of age. And in this disease, we found a specific sign which is called as Grover's sign. What is Grover's sign? In this Grover's sign, the patient uses his hands and arms to wake up his own body from squatting position. Now look over this image. Yes, this child is using his arms to wake up. Why this patient uses his hand and arms to wake up? Yes, it is because due to lack of hip and thigh muscle strength. That's why he using his hands. Now, the next complications are cardiac complications. In cardiac complications, there may be dilated cardiomyopathy or there can be conductive abnormalities. In respiratory complications, there can be restrictive lung disease, and this restrictive lung disease is most common cause of death. So remember that due to the restrictive lung disease, there may be death. Now, next is orthopedic complication. So there can be fracture of bone or there may be osteoporosis of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Now, let's talk about diagnosis. The diagnosis of this disease is suspected based upon characteristic age and sex, presence of symptoms and signs suggestive of myopathic progress, a positive family history suggesting X-linked recessive inheritance, right? So these are some points. And markedly increased serum creatinine kinase values. In this disease, the creatine kinase is increasing up to the 10 to 20 times of a normal. And we can do the muscle biopsy, which is the gold standard for this diagnosis, and this test is performed when genetic testing is negative or the clinical phenotype is atypical. And we found that in muscle biopsy there is a deficiency of dystrophin protein, and there is a necrosis, and maybe there is a atrophy of the muscle, or there may be pseudo hypertrophy. What is pseudo hypertrophy? Pseudo hypertrophy, it is the increased collagen deposits in the muscles. This is called as pseudo hypertrophy. There is a increase in the collagen deposits, right? We can also do molecular genetic testing, muscle MRI, yeah, genetic analysis. So these are some methods for the diagnosis. Now, what is treatment of this disease? We can use steroids. Steroids like prednisolone, prednisone. We can use these drugs, and these drugs shown to be effective till now. We can use the dose of prednisolone or prednisone about 0.75 mg per kg per day. If there is dilated cardiomyopathy, then we can use the drugs like ACE inhibitors or beta blockers. After using these drugs, there may be improvement in the left ventricular function. And remember that cardiac surveillance with ECG and echocardiogram and Holter monitoring begins at 10 years and continuing on an annual basis. And if there is an orthopedics problem, then we can use the drugs like calcium and vitamin D supplementations. So this drugs is going to maintain the bone density. We can also do the surveillance and radiographs for the scoliosis. So this is some important information about Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Let's do a quick revision. First, we discuss about the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and the main cause is there is a mutation of dystrophin gene, right? And this gene is located on XP21.2 chromosome. And the pathogenesis is there is a loss of dystrophin proteins due to the mutation, right? So that's why there is a damage to the muscle cell membrane, and therefore there is a excess entry of calcium into the muscle fibers. That's why there is an activation of calpins, and this calpins is ultimately going to increase the mechanism of proteolysis. That's why there is a necrosis and there is an atrophy of a muscle. In clinical features, we talk about the onset. Proximal muscles are involved first, after that distal muscles and lower extremities before the upper extremities. And there we can see lordotic posture, and there is a Grover's sign, and there can be cardiac complications like dilated cardiomyopathy, conduction abnormalities. There is a respiratory complication, which is going to most important factor for the death, that is restrictive lung disease. And there can be orthopedic complications like fracture of long bones and osteoporosis. In diagnosis, the main is muscle biopsy and elevated creatinine kinase values. In treatment, we are using steroid prednisolone, right, or prednisone. And in dilated cardiomyopathy, we can use ACE inhibitors, beta blockers. And in orthopedic problems like the osteoporosis or bone fractures, we can use calcium and vitamin D supplementation. Why? To increase the bone density, right? So this is all about the Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Thank you for watching this video.